Hey, it's Fred from Optmyzr. I'm here with Ebbe from Geniads. We're at the tail end of HeroConf in Austin, and we were catching up, and Ebbe has some great thoughts on how to deal with the Google grants changes that recently happened. So tell us a bit about the changes that are so painful, first of all, before we get the secret to how to fix it.
Yeah. Well, what happened was at the 1st of January, we saw a change in policy. What happened was that the change was now you have to have at least a 5 CTR for 2 consecutive months. And that is, of course, very difficult, especially when you have a fixed CPC of $2. So,
because that $2 CPC probably puts you not always on page one.
Definitely not on page one, and definitely also in a lower position, because you would sometimes compete with companies who pay for, who are not a part of the ad grant, so
yeah,
are actually allowed to set up way higher CPCs. So.
And it's a funny policy too, because whereas a 5% CTR in position 1 is probably really lousy.
That's horrible.
On
yeah.
Page 3, it's
so
actually a really good CTR, right? So they should have normalized it.
Yeah. So it should be based on the position instead of just like a fixed CPC.
Yeah, that makes sense. So what's the trick to still keep your ads up and running?
The trick is, well, along with the policy came another change. You are now allowed to use Maximize for conversions. Mm-hmm. And the person.
And if you do Maximize for conversions, then those restrictions about CTR, CPC, those go away, right?
Yeah, because Maximize for conversions it's a bidding strategy.
Yeah.
So basically, what we see is that Google now is in control of your bids. Maximize for conversions is allows you to go beyond the $2, but the CTR is still the same. The requirement is still the same. You still have to have at least 5% CTR. But that's where the trick comes in, because Maximize for conversions is basically well, who decides what is a conversion?
Right.
You do if you're in charge of the account. So what you can do is go to Google Analytics and you can define your new conversion. Let's say you put a conversion on your front page, the landing page. Well,
all of a
then
sudden you got
basically,
100%.
yeah, 100%. Of course, you would still have some people entering from organic. So what I saw was like a 99.7 something, but basically 100% conversion rate. And that's indirectly using it as optimized for clicks instead. So what I saw, my account, when I did it, was that I went from CPC of the fixed 2 up to 13.5.
So your average CPC went all the way up to $13?
Yep.
And you were competitive on page 1?
I was competitive. Yeah, my CTR now is 20% instead of the 5.
Wow.
So that is really nice.
That's a great trick. So try that out, and hopefully it works for you as well.
Yeah.
Now, if you want Ebbe and his team at Geniads to do some tricks for you and other stuff, where can people find more?
You can find us at geniads.com. That's where we hang out. We're from Denmark. We're based in Denmark, but we have clients scattered all around the world. We have a motto called "Always deliver more than expected," which is a killer for our schedule and our time and our hours spent. But well,
yeah, but that's why you use Optmyzr, right?
Yeah,
so
that's why we use
Optmyzr.
Our reports are completely fixed and done, and we use the storytelling on the side, so everything is just perfectly streamlined.
Nice. Hey, well, thanks for sharing the tip, Ebbe.